Hello again. The next artists they bring to Lisbon long beards, long hair, lots of snow, and a story from 1,000 years ago about being a pacifist in times of war. It's Rasmussen from Denmark. Few minutes of photo opportunity on this side of the stage, and then we start the press conference.
Bound for a distant shore, world for the taking, men gone forevermore, boarding and setting sail, yet victory won't prevail. Oh, freeze the arrow in the air, make your mark and lead it hanging there. Be the first to turn around, take the lead to land on higher ground. Call it surrender, still won't feel like defeat. Men laying down their swords, each of their own accord. Oh, freeze the arrow in the air, make your mark and lead it hanging there. Be the first to turn around, take the lead to land on higher ground. Raise the banner to the sky, face the fear and hold your head up high. Take the lead like you were bound for higher
I don't know how to say welcome in Viking, but woohoo. Woohoo. Okay, we're missing two Vikings. Welcome. Welcome to Lisbon. Welcome to Portugal. Welcome to Eurovision. Are we missing someone? No. Okay, we're all here.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
So, first of all, first impressions from the second rehearsal. Did you get to change a lot of things? Are you happy with the snow? Tell us all about it.
Well, actually, it went very well. We sounded as great as ever. There's
Room for improvement?
Room for improvements for
Cool.
the snow and the wind, but
Okay.
I'm sure it will come later on.
You know what? Because we're just not used to snow and wind here, so it's
You're
something that
excused.
we're not welcoming. We're welcoming you, of course, but snow and wind, we don't like it so much. So your song, it's very movie-like. You know, a lot of people are talking about Game of Thrones and this sort of things. Are you a fan of the show? Are you all a fan of the show?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
yes.
Yes, indeed. Can't wait for it. 2019. The
Yep.
season of Game of
Yes,
Thrones.
I have no idea what you're talking about because I never saw it.
Winter has
But
come.
I understand that it's kind of a world trend, but it's cool. So can you imagine like a series with this song being the main theme of the song? What would it be like?
Definitely, so many people have already put it in some, make-believe movie trailers
Yes.
for both Vikings, and I've also seen one of from Game of Thrones. And the whole christening of Simba in The Lion King.
Really?
It fits perfect. Yeah, it fits perfect. And then it's
But the title is always Higher Ground.
Yeah.
Starring Rasmussen.
Exactly.
Cool.
That
The
would be
stage.
cool.
The what? Sorry.
That would be cool.
It was very cool. So the stage that we have here in Lisbon is inspired on a ship. And I guess that your entry is actually the one that is really at home at this stage. Do you feel that the stage is actually welcoming you and welcoming your song and your staging? And can you talk a bit about it? What's the idea behind the staging?
Yes, indeed. Like, it's beautiful, and the big wave behind it.
Yes.
It's like, it's a perfect fit for Vikings in the natural element water. Yeah, I'd say. And we have the big sails, like ready to sail ashore in Lisbon.
Also, the overall theme, all aboard.
All
is
aboard and the
cool.
ocean, so
Yeah.
it's very suiting to your song. And so the entry is inspired by a Viking that believed in non-violence, which is again like a very original thought and a great idea. And so where did this idea come from? I know that you're not a composer, but what was your reaction when you heard about this story, and did you immediately want to sing it?
As I got told from the Swedish songwriters, they wrote the song because it was such an interesting legend, because it was an extremely big deal at the time
Of course.
that someone like him would stand up against his king and not fight. So that was, like a very big sin. And the idea of the peaceful Viking, it's just interesting. So that's why they wanted to write the song. And when I heard it, I thought that it was, well, that's the right take on it. For doing something Viking-y, it's the right take to come with a peace message, because what stronger peace sign could be greater than the Viking actually coming with the peace.
Yeah, that's. And do you already look like this, or did you kind of had to change your looks so that you would look a bit more Viking-like? Like the idea of we have a Viking.
It's all wigs, actually, and a
Take them off.
prosthetic beard. Yeah. We look so much funny outside. No.
But
I've looked like this for my entire adult life almost.
really.
Yeah.
But you're kind of contemporary version of the Vikings, because you're wearing this amazing clothes on stage. So who did this? Like the design and the fashion design, who was the responsible for that? And what are the ideas behind
The
it?
brilliant guy who put this on us is the guy sitting right there, Jon, he's called. And he
Here's your man.
he
Come
found-
on. This is a great thing that he did.
And,
Congratulations.
And he found a great designer who
Barbara
was called-
Gongini.
Barbara Gongini, who did all of this outfits.
This outfit's great stuff. So your song is about facing obstacles, and now on a more like personal question to you, what was the biggest obstacle in your career so far?
The biggest obstacle in my career. Any of you guys have anything you can add on?
Well, in
there?
general, like all artists go through a lot of obstacles, like to be able to succeed, and I'm sure you also went through a few.
I think the biggest obstacle actually for me, doing what I do, both in teaching young kids music and drama, and also working as a singer and a performer, is to to balance it with the family life, with my two kids and my wife back home.
I think they all agree. They're all like, yeah.
That's just very
Yeah, man.
That's the hardest. That's the biggest obstacle, absolutely, because it's what we do mostly is at nighttime, singing, performing, and that's the quality time with the family. So that's
To
the
keep
balance.
the balance.
Yeah, you need to really figure out how to work. But it's very good to have the back, to have the home.
The home to go back
home
after,
to go back,
after all
definitely.
the Viking wars. Okay, so questions from the audience. Yes, Bulgaria. Bulgaria always has questions, and I appreciate that. Yeah, the microphone. Thank you.
Hi, Rasmussen. Madeleine Chitelin from EurovisionBulgaria.com. So, as you said, you're not just a singer, you're also a teacher. What is the most important thing that teaching has given to you?
It's more of a, of a great feeling inside, actually, to see the kids and the young people evolve and grow in these kind of in singing and music, and to understand and actually learn from what you're doing. That's very fulfilling, actually. So that's another way of fulfilling your musical life than fulfilling your musical life with actually doing it yourself. So the balance between these two things I actually find very very inspiring and great for me in my life right now.
Thank you. Yes, here.
Thank you. Hello, it's JP from Radio International. Good afternoon, Team Denmark and Jonas. My question is to do with your musicals. Can you tell us which musicals you've been taking part in and which musical you would love to sing in the future?
Okay. Yeah. Actually, the musicals I've played is long, many years ago. But I did Rent. I did Grease. I was probably the first and only red-headed Danny yet. And I did Blood Brothers and Les Miserables and West Side Story and Midsummer Night's Dream and big works like that. Probably the role I need to play before I quit doing music and musicals, it has to be Valjean. I would love to play that role. My voice suits that part, and I think also my look suits that part. So that's probably what I would like to.
Great. Okay, there in the back.
Hi, Alistair Birch from Europhile. Jonas, I understand you've been involved in tribute concerts, including Eurovision winner ABBA. Is that correct? Can you tell us about it? Which character did you play of the ABBA band? And can we hear a little bit of your favorite ABBA song?
Wow.
I didn't hear the last part.
The last part is if you can sing a bit of your favorite ABBA song.
A favorite ABBA song. Okay, first of all, it was a tribute concert to ABBA, so it wasn't actually a character throughout the show, but we just did a lot of the greatest ABBA songs. You know, also some of the more unknown ABBA songs, like The Visitors. That's unknown. It's ABBA still. You know. My favorite ABBA song, I have to think about. Do you guys have any favorite ABBA songs?
We all have favorite
Yeah.
ABBA.
But I love On and On and On. I love Thank You for the Music. Probably my favorite song, because I'm a singer and a tenor. It's Pity the Child. So yeah.
Okay, great. Here, yes.
Hi, this is Martijn van der Veen, Eurovision artist, the Netherlands. And in addition to the previous question, you have also sang in a band called Hair Metal Heroes. Do I pronounce it right?
Yeah, Hair Metal Heroes, yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us something about what kind of band that was?
We're still playing, actually. Yeah, it's a cover band. We play all the great songs from the 80s hair metal. We like to say that it's the songs that people love to hate, but also hate to love.
Like what?
Like 80s Bon Jovi and Motley Crue and Def Leppard and
ZZ Top?
Not ZZ Top. They're not hair metal. You know, we need
But you have the beard.
the spandex and the leopard shirts. And the bandanas and stuff like that. Yeah, that's very fun. I love to do that.
Okay, one more question. Yes, from Denmark. From Denmark to Denmark.
Hi, I'm Lisa from Eurovision to you, from Denmark. Yeah. This is actually a question for the backing, I think. Why weren't you miming in the Danish final? Because I know the backing track was already made, but so the backing in the Danish final was just miming. Why weren't you guys there?
Well,
Saving the best for last.
Yep, that would be the case. Actually, there's different rules depending on, and in Denmark it was easy to find dancers to mime. At the beginning, then they had a little more time to find us, I'd say. The real deal.
You're the real deal. Okay, do you know what's the real deal is what you're singing next? They have a surprise for us, and I think like every Eurovision fan will love to listen to this. It's not a very Viking-ish song, but it's an amazingly beautiful song.
It's a tribute, yeah.
It's a tribute. Take it away.
It's
solstrejf i en vandpyt, et lille kindkys af en vind, og sivet der nynner, at livet begynder sit spin i dit sind. Et sølvfløjt fra en trætår, et svagt taget lyd af en kat, en rislen i bækken, en vislen fra hækken, der siger, at det ikke mere er nat. Du hvor ligger engel, jomfru daggry går til ro, dagen står pukket ud af sengen og går over solens bro. Os to, hvad med os to? Ja, hvad med os to, dig og mig? Jeg danser og danser og stanser og sanser kun dig. Hvorfor løb du dog din vej?
Wow!
First Danish winner. Such a great song.
Amazing, amazing. Guys, thank you so much. It's Rasmussen from Denmark, and the best of luck for you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.